Random breakouts and frustrating busts are a constant at the tight end position, but at the very least, we always have favorable matchups and potential waiver wire sleepers who can help us out. Our Week 8 Fantasy Tay rankings feature plenty of potential streamers, which will come in handy with at least 3 key Tays out. There are just 2 teams on a bye, so that's great, but considering it's the Ravens and Raiders, that's not so great. Mark Andrews and Darren Waller will be joined on the sidelines by breakout Dawson Knox, who is expected to miss at least the next couple weeks. At least Dalton Schultz, at Vikings, will be back. Week 8 standard rankings: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, D/ST, kicker with exception to Mike Gesicki, at Bills, no other top 10 tight end has any real matchup worries. In Miami's first meeting with Buffalo, Tua Tagovailoa was knocked out of the contest in the first quarter, and Gesicki caught 3 passes on 6 targets for 41 yards. That feels like the worst case scenario here, but Gesicki has turned it on lately, and at the Tay spot, a 3,41 line isn't that bad of a floor. He should still be started over numerous players, but the concerns are certainly there. Week 8 PPR rankings: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, D/ST, kicker Tyler Higbee, at Texans, finds his way just outside the top 5, as Houston had allowed the most fantasy points to tight ends heading into Week 7. To make the Texans' feat more impressive, they've been the worst defense against Tays without playing against Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, Mark Andrews, T.J. Hawkinson or other premier players at the position. Instead, they've allowed Tommy Tremble, Knox, Mo Alley, Cox, Hunter Henry, and Zach Ertz to score touchdowns against them. Start Higbee without hesitation. Tyler Conklin, versus Cowboys, Dan Arnold, at Seahawks, and C.J. Uzomah, at Jets, attractive streaming options. Mo Alley, Cox, versus Titans, and Jawan Johnson, versus Buccaneers, are interesting standard league options, as those 2 are likely TD or bust options. Gerald Everett, versus Jaguars, and, if active, Jonnu Smith, at Chargers, are also in play as worthwhile streaming options with slightly higher floors than Johnson and Alley. Cox, Jared Cook, versus Patriots, Schultz, at Vikings, Ricky Seals, Jones, at Broncos, and Robert Tonyan, at Cardinals, are on the other end of the spectrum with tough matchups. That's not to say you should sit Schultz for a guy like Alley, Cox, but it's worth noting he could struggle here and fall short of a top 10 finish. Schultz is almost a must-start in PPR leagues, but you can reasonably go with another option in standard leagues. It also might feel weird to bench Cook and Seals, Jones, but they don't have a track record of being matchup-proof. That said, Seals, Jones is similar to Schultz. His PPR floor appears to be safe. Tonyan has been a bust this season, and we don't foresee a breakout coming against the league's best defense against fantasy days. Logan Thomas, hamstring, is eligible to come back this week, but the expectation is he'll be out one more game. We're still another week away from George Kittle, calf, being able to return, too. Note, we'll be updating these Tay rankings throughout the week, so check back for the latest player movement and analysis. Rankings based on standard, non-PPR scoring.